What can you do to set yourself up for success? What are your downfalls? What are your obstacles? I know these are hard things to think about ahead of time, but if you get onto your brain and yourself ahead of time and you come up with a plan, an exit plan, an escape route, an emergency plan, you are going to be setting yourself up for success.
Gaining belly fat in perimenopause and menopause, even while eating trim healthy and doing all the right things? Feeling exhausted, inflamed, and so done with the scale? Hey, I'm Kris Honeycutt, Jesus follower, trim healthy coach, and your midlife hype girl. I believe God didn't design you to live stuck, bloated, or burned out. This podcast helps you partner with your hormones, ditch the belly fat, and finally feel strong, calm, and confident in a body you actually enjoy living in. Hey friend, before we dive in, if you're in perimenopause or menopause and feeling stuck with stubborn belly fat, low energy, or eating right but not seeing results, I created something just for you. Join me for the Beat the Belly Fat Workshop, a free 3-day event to reset your body, restore your hope, and partner with God in your midlife health. It's happening September 29th through October 1st, and you can grab your spot at getyourtrimon.com/workshop. I would love to see you there.
I was just on a conversation or a coaching call with a client of mine who she started my 6-month coaching group. That's Midlife Fat Loss Formula. And she was doing great. Of course, that happens a lot. You get excited, you show up, we get a plan, you get a path, you get the coaching, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, you're doing great. And then ... Fill in the blank. This happens to everyone, and not just those of you that are reaching out for coaching. I bet this happens to those of you who say, I'm starting on Monday and I'm really going to do it this time. But then life happens. And here's what I want to say. And I hear this all the time. I think it's kind of a key word right now. Like, it's not your fault. I hear that all the time. But what I want to say is this. It really isn't your fault if you have not learned a new skill. It is a skill. If you just keep trying is not enough. Trying is not enough. I'm just going to say it. What is enough is learning a new skill, relying on the Lord and trying, asking for help, learning and growing, being open, practicing. Those are the things that are going to help you overcome the thing that you keep doing that you don't want to do. It is not trying. And the reason why I know that is because I have been there and I have tried and tried and tried and tried, overcoming this, that, and the other. It could be anywhere from mothering, wifing, homeschooling. Oh my gosh. Weight loss, weight training, health issues, relationships. I mean, I'm a great trier. And then when nothing changes, then I'm upset. And what I didn't understand was that sometimes trying is really not what we need. We need a new skill. And we also need to invite the Holy Spirit into our moment of trying and ask Him, what do I need to do differently? Show me the path and help me show up. Be my counselor, be my helper, be my guide, be my consistency. And so what I've learned is now I try, but I only try when I am in the middle of or have learned a new skill. Everything to me is a skill. Learning how to feel your emotions is a skill. Learning how to stay on a health plan is a skill. Learning how to play pickleball is a skill. Learning how to sleep in your midlife season, believe it or not, is a skill. Some of these things you would think would come naturally, but you know what? Things change, ladies, and things don't come natural anymore. If they do come natural to you, wonderful. I love it. Sometimes there's a grace there. Sometimes there's a gift there. Sometimes it's just there, but a lot of times it's not. So if you are frustrated with trying, I want to help you overcome the trying so that you can start getting the results that you want. And it's going to start with a mindset shift.
Hey friends, quick story before we get started. My client Jean said, I didn't know how to renew my mind or how important strength training was, But after coaching and showing up for herself, Jean lost 20 pounds, gained strength, and slid into a smaller pair of jeans, feeling like a skinny mini. More importantly, she found freedom in her mindset and confidence in her trim healthy lifestyle, even while visiting family and babysitting grandkids. If you want that kind of shift, join me for the Beat the Belly Fat workshop, a free 3-day reset happening September 29th through October 1st. Grab your spot now at getyourtrimon.com/workshop.
What are the reasons why you don't prep, or you don't work out, or you don't drink your water, or you go off plan? What are the things in your brain that it's telling you why you can't do that? There's going to be lots of excuses. I'll start Monday. The kids did this. I've got vacation. Work is too hard. Hot flashes and I can't sleep. I can't think. A surprise emotional trigger. Exhaustion. Overwhelm. Too much on our plate. Laziness, procrastination, whatever it is, you guys, there's always reasons. And when you start to think those, you can already go into that place of, well, I've already blown it. I've already blown it this week. And I might as well fill in the blank. What is your fill in the blank? I might as well just eat what I want to. I might as well start tomorrow. I might as well just decide this doesn't work for me. I might as well start a new thing. All the things can be in that blank space, may or may not be what you need to be doing next. And so right now, I want to deal with the mindset part of this. I want to speak straight to our hearts here. And here's the thing. You didn't blow it. Something happened. Life happened. Something happened. And guess what? You're still allowed to finish well. That's really what happened. It's okay. We can figure it out. Whatever happened, we can figure it out. It's practice. It's learning. It's growing. And it's 1% increase at a time. And so I like starting something that feels good. And I usually start things really gray and then I taper off. That is probably what a lot of us do. But what's more important here is that we learn when we start something that there's going to be a process of starting and then maybe taking a few steps back, and then starting and taking a few steps back. And just because you blow it one time doesn't mean you have to throw everything out. We are not transformed on Monday morning when we have our great start. We are transformed by what we do on Tuesday and Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, and when everything goes sideways and we want to quit. That old diet mindset says, start strong, be perfect. If you mess up, start again next week. And what I want to say is, this is not a resilient mindset. This does not help me stay consistent, or when I'm teaching my clients, this is more of a herky-jerky way of handling this. The way we want to look at this is, how quickly do you get back on? What can you do to set yourself up for success? What are your downfalls? What are your obstacles? I know these are hard things to think about ahead of time, but if you get onto your brain and yourself ahead of time and you come up with a plan, an exit plan, an escape route, an emergency plan, you are going to be setting yourself up for success. So, hey, you're going to start on Monday. What's coming up this week? Do I have any things that like parties or celebrations? Okay, what can I do to set myself up for success in that? What if stress hits? What am I going to do? I'm going to have a go-to. I'm going to have, you know what? I'm going to sit down, I'm going to have a cup of tea, and I'm going to write out a plan right now. What if you're just too overwhelmed and you can't even come up with a plan? What if you just come up with a list of things of your go-to when you feel like life hits, you're stuck, don't know what to eat? Make a list of things. Boiled eggs, cut up some veggies, have an on-plan piece of toast with some avocado on there, have a protein shake. Just as long as you're doing something that's in alignment with your goals, think about what you may face ahead of time and get a plan. And then know that you're not always going to do the plan correctly. Maybe you are on for 3 days and Aunt Georgia brings over some pie and she's going to get her feelings hurt. So you say, oh, thank you so much. I would say, oh, thank you. No, I would say, thank you so much, but I'm not eating sugar right now. Here, let me feed this to my kids. That's not that much better, is it? Or you could say, oh, thank you so much. And she may cut you a big piece and you hold the pie and you take 2 bites. You say, thank you so much. You put it down. And who cares if she is hurt? I mean, you do care, but you know what I mean. We need to set boundaries for ourselves. Or what if you just say, oh, thank you so much. I'll have some later. Yeah, that's a good idea. Or what if you eat the whole piece of pie and you're like, oh my gosh, I've just ruined everything. Well, then we get right back on. We get right back on our next meal. And you know what I would do after a piece of pie? I would be getting me some protein and I'd be going for a walk. That's the best way to mitigate those blood sugar issues. And then you just get right back on. What if the next day you wake up late and you're in a hurry? Throw together a smoothie. Have a go-to plan for yourself. Your thought is, how can I set myself up for success and how can I get back on? If you can answer those 2 thoughts, you will be a rock star. Will you be perfect? No, but you will be able to stay on it a lot better than just the all or nothing and actually not being prepared for yourself. So let's get some reframing thoughts. You might say, okay, I messed up. I'm going to start fresh next week. That really is a lie. A lot of times we'll tell ourselves that and our brain's like, oh yeah, that's right. I can just do whatever I want to Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then Monday. No, we get right back on. I can start fresh now. I have a non-negotiable with myself. If I have an off-plan treat or eat or whatever, and I don't do that a lot, and if I do, I plan it, but I'm like, I'm right back on. I do not have 6 hours. I do not have 8 hours. I do not have 12 hours. I have 3 to 4 hours to get back on. What am I going to do? When I do that, even though I messed up, I feel empowered. And I really don't even think I messed up. I was just like, oop, yeah, that's human. That's me. I wanted that dopamine hit. I wanted that fried chicken. I wanted that whatever. That pizza looked good. It's okay. I'm back on. I feel empowered. And then when I feel empowered, I can actually get food for myself. And that's another thing I love to do is just to have my little stash of food in there. My special pizza, my special hummus with veggies, my special Auntie Pearl's muffins, which I love to share with my family, my special protein strong pancakes, a lot of other things that I like to make and freeze and have for me. And you guys are going to have this, and here's what I'm going to have. So when you feel empowered, you are going to do much better for yourself. You might hydrate better. You might choose a better meal, and you're going to build resiliency. You are going to build consistency. And that's what I want to say. Consistency and resiliency are what you're looking for, not a new plan. And when you get that resiliency and consistency that you build over and over and over by showing up for yourself and not giving up on yourself and getting ready for yourself and telling yourself the truth, these are the things that are going to help you when life happens. And so maybe life happens for a weekend. You go camping, or a VBS, you're not in charge of your food. Guess what? Make best choices. Bring your protein with you. You can always do that. Essentials, optimized protein powder, collagen, whatever protein you have, bring your protein. You at least can have that protein to balance that blood sugar and to keep you anchored. And then guess what? When you are on your way home or you get home, it's okay. I wasn't in charge of that. That's okay. I'm back on it. What do I need to do? Keep it simple. Let's stay on plan. Let's keep it simple and get ready for yourself.
Did you know that I have a free community of women in midlife just like you? Busy women who are working hard to lose weight with the Trim Healthy plan but feel hijacked by hormones and unexplained weight gain. I share menopause tips, superfood spotlights, delicious recipes, and so much more. Come join us at facebook.com/groups/get-your-trim-on. Hey, Midlife Mama. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. If so, would you take 30 seconds and share it with a friend who may be struggling to lose weight in menopause without confusion and overwhelm? Also, please leave a quick review for the show on Apple Podcasts. It blesses me to know this podcast is helping you. Time to grab my protein smoothie and head to the pickleball court. I'll meet you back here on Wednesday for another episode. See ya!